how to get out of a job that you hate. If you still hate your job and you're still thinking that it's the job, you can go ahead and go find another job. I mean, that'd be the most obvious external solution. Let me go get another job because this sucks. As you're looking for another job, you got that it sucks attitude. You got a low vibe, low energy, low frequency, low mood. You're probably going to find something that kind of just matches that, because that's what you're dissipating. You're gonna attract, connect with that same kind of energy, which is probably why you landed at the job that you are in now. And it could even come from a place of, nah, but it used to be cool here. But ever since they got rid of that guy, or ever since they got rid of my friends, or ever since they hired that one new manager, or everyone had changed their format, and whenever they changed their this, it just got all messed up. It goes back, to what we've talked about in the past. You're the victim. And everything's happening to you. And if you see it in that horrible mindset, in that low mindset, in that victim, it's happening to me mindset, that's just gonna be your world. That's gonna be your reality. That's gonna be who you are, straight up. Because the moment I changed who I was, the things around me quickly changed. I'm not about fast change. I used to be. It's like, okay, how can I do this the fastest? How can I get money the fastest? How can I get to the top the fastest? And that's, I think, why I was pretty good of going from zero to getting it going pretty fast. Because I was, the one, working hard has never been an issue for me. I'd always work really hard, work long hours, make it happen. And then it would just plateau. But I was used to stuff happening fast. So that wasn't a big struggle for me. However, I always knew that stuff, I would hear, like, okay, if it goes consistently and slow, it grabs better, it roots better. But with this stuff, when you start working on yourself and you start really like making changes for yourself, progress is pretty quick. The progress that you're making, this is working, this is grabbing, this is gonna be some changes, and changes that you probably have never noticed before if you've never worked on yourself before. So in order to get, staying on subject here, in order to get out of a horrible job, a job you don't want to work, a job that overworks you and underpays you, again, the obvious is going to be, let me go start looking for another job. And if it's just toxic, if it's a horrible place, it can be just you're surrounded by a bunch of people that are just like, but again, if you see it as, if you're angry, if you're upset, if you're a victim, the first step is to realize, okay, I'm part of the problem. Now this might be like, man, what are you talking about? Hell no, I just want to know how fast I can quit and how fast I can find another job. What's the best website to go to find another job or start a business where I don't have to deal with these people or go. If that's the case and you don't have that direction of, shoot, maybe it is me. You don't have the curiosity of like, man, I do need to change. What, does it strike you a little bit odd that every job you go to, there's always bullshit at every job? Every relationship that you start, there's always issues at every relationship, and it's always them, right? Mr. Perfect is showing up, but it's always them. Excuse me. If you were to switch your mindset, even at the same job, not saying you're gonna stay there, because there's nothing like that feeling of, man, I'm done here, I want to go. Believe me, I understand. I've been in that situation where it's just like, man, I can't take this, there's too much negativity. But I also come to realize that I was major part of it. I was hella involved, which is why I just swam in it so well, because I was part of that negativity. Starting with being a victim, having that victim mindset. So once you could say, okay, cool, yeah, okay, I'm pretty sure I'm done here. I'm kind of not vibing with this at all. Yes, I do have that victim mindset. Yeah, I am probably proud of the part. Let's try. Where do we start? Okay, we start working on yourself. How do I do that? Okay, the 3 basics I've told you. I'll mention them probably in every video because they helped me so much. Hello. Exercise, diet, wake up time. Start exercising every day, twice a day, in the morning and at night. A full-on 2 hour, 1 hour and a half set. No, man, just basic. Do some push-ups, some leg lifts, some body squats till you're winded. Some burpees. If you can't do burpees yet, move up to burpees. It's cool. I couldn't do burpees. They were confusing to me. I didn't get it. What do you mean? Toes, floor, lay out, push up, come back. Man, I can't even hop back. So push-ups up against the table. If you can't do them on the floor yet, that's cool. Body squats. Do as many as you can. What is it, 10? Do 10 in the morning, 10 at night. If you could do 2 sets of 10, cool. If you could do 2 sets of 5, cool. 2 sets of 5 in the morning, 2 sets of 5 at night. Easy. Of each one. Body squats, push-ups, lay down, do some leg lifts, or sit on a chair and do some leg lifts. Those 3 exercises will start you there. I still do that. That's still my routine. I've added stuff. Now, it got fun. It got like, wow, I saw the progress. It's like, oh, let's find it. I think there's some dumbbells my wife had. Let me go grab them. Now I use dumbbells. Now, my son had his bench outside. I curl with that. Addition. But the fundamentals have not stopped. Probably won't stop. I started doing burpees only because I was able to, because I wasn't able to. I was too fat and I winded and I didn't have eye-hand coordination. I'd never done one in my life. Now that I could do them, I'm like, hell yeah, let's go. But it's the leg lifts, the push-ups, the body squats. Do that twice a day. That's just step 1. Step 2, diet, eat less. It could be as simple as just whatever you're eating, just leave some on your plate. Then start searching for how to track your macros. What does that mean with micro machines? No, macros. Macros is just basic food groups. You're gonna find out how much you need of each basic food group. Excuse me. And in the simplest form is proteins, fats, and carbs. You can even sing it so you don't forget. Protein, fats, and carbs. Protein, fats, and carbs. That's how I got my loved ones to remember. I was chanting it around the house for days on end. Still too. And it's going to teach you. The app is going to show you. Watch a couple tutorials. The app I use is called Chronometer. You start tracking your food. Scan away. How much is this chicken? Wow, that's how much that chicken is. Shoot, okay, well, what about if we don't use thighs? What about if we use breast? Wow, that has a lot less fat. Cool, I could eat a little bit more of it. Cool, I could eat this many. For my weight, for my age, for my level of activity. Slide the bar over that says I want to lose weight. Oh, this is cool. I could eat, so many grams of chicken. I'm not going to say how many because for everybody it's different. This many grams of chicken. How do you weigh chicken? Tutorial. Oh, that's how you weigh chicken. I asked my wife. She knew how to do it. She showed me. Get a little scale. Like $10 at Target. Probably like $3 on Amazon. You weigh it. Watch a tutorial on that. You weigh your chicken or your whatever protein. A protein shake in the morning to make it quick and easy. Rice, white rice, jasmine white rice is bomb. How many cups of that? Hot sauce, love it. Sriracha sauce, love it. And vegetables. Oh, I got plenty of those. Yes. Fresh, cold, a little bit in the microwave with some water to kind of semi-steam them. Perfect. I got my macros. But in the meantime, till you learn that, which shouldn't take very long, simple macro tutorial. Download the app, plug in your things, free app. Like I said, I use Chronometer, C-R-O-N, Chronometer. It's a little apple with the bow and arrow target in the middle. Has an arrow in the middle. Then after that, wake up 5, 10, 15 minutes earlier than you already do. And the time you wake up, the time you have to wake up for work, just wake up. The way I say it is wake up at an uncomfortable time. If you got to wake up at 6 for work or any responsibilities that you may have, we'll say 6, wake up at 5:45. Oh, no big deal. Sometimes I do anyways. 5:30. Whatever time is uncomfortable, like, damn, I don't have to wake up at this time. Perfect. That's the time to wake up. Wake up at that time. You're up. Use that time to get your first workout in. Be thankful during that time as you're working out. And now to the intention. It's important to put an intention behind it. The why. I'm doing this shit because why? You're you're exercising to keep your mood high all day long. That's like the charging the batteries for a good mood, to to have yourself in a high vibration, high mood, high frequency. Just remember those words. Those are popular words in this get your better world. Get better at being you world. Allergies. All right, so there we go. We got our vibe high. That's the exercise. What's the intention of the exercise? Why do you exercise? Oh, to get my vibe high. Oh, all right, perfect. Why are you doing this whole food micro thing? Like, oh, okay. What's the intention behind that? To build discipline. That discipline is needed across the board. You need to have discipline. A disciplined person gets stuff done. On top of that, bonus. All of these have bonuses, by the way. With the exercising to keep your vibe high, you're probably going to build a little bit of muscle. Beast. With dieting and discipline, you're going to be disciplined. And guess what? Bonus. You're going to be gifted confidence. You're going to feel good about yourself. You can't order confidence anywhere. It's not a clothes. It's not a vacation. It's not a new relationship. It's not a new job. It's not nothing. Confidence is gifted by a higher power by working on building discipline. Just like the muscles. The muscles grow and they're built because you exercise. You put in the work. All right. So, wake up time. Wake up time early. You wake up a little bit earlier. Why? What's the intention? What's the intention to wake up a little bit earlier? Because you want to be grateful. You have more time to be grateful. That's why I wake up early. Oh, okay. To be grateful. Those are your intentions. There's your formula right there to start changing your attitude, to start working on yourself, to become a better version of yourself. The fourth one, bonus, start looking for your vices. Like, what do I do? What do I do to make me feel better when I feel crappy? What's that thing? When I start to feel low, mad, angry, sad, frustrated, irritated, what's that thing I go do? Dig in there. But once you raise your vibration, once you become more grateful, once you become more disciplined, that will start shining like, oh, I tend to do this. And then stop that. Stop doing that thing. Get rid of, minimize, get rid of, work on just getting rid of it. Like, I don't want to do that no more. Okay, perfect. Stop doing it. Once you get that dialed in, and I don't mean like, oh, I'm going to do that for months. No. Start this right now. Today. This moment. Start with the exercising. Depending on when you're watching this, if it's still earlier in the day, do your first set. Then tonight, do your second set. Start eating a little bit less. Leave food on your plate. Or if you're serving yourself, okay, I would normally serve myself, let me put a little bit back. Bam, bam, bam. There you go. That's eating late. And tomorrow morning, wake up early. I wouldn't start looking for work till like maybe 2 days, as early as 2 days. The rest of today and tomorrow, then the next, or even you could even start, but you'll notice that you'll bring a new attitude to looking for that new job. What'll happen too is that your current job will automatically, surprisingly, start getting better. Why? Because you're getting better. The world is a mirror. You're going to see your environment different because you're becoming different. And the results of your work, exercise, diet, wake up time, are noticeable right away. It doesn't take a while. It doesn't take 90 days. It doesn't take 6 months, a year and a half. No, you start working on yourself right now. Exercise, diet, wake up time, find and get rid of your vices. And start being a victim to any issues that happened to you in the past. Stop seeing yourself as it happened to me and turn it into it happened for me. That's a little bit more advanced, but it's right there. It's right there with finding the vices. You start changing yourself today and start putting in the work. Stop being lazy, put in the work. And sometimes it's not lazy. Like for me, it's like I didn't know. That wasn't laziness. I'm a hard worker. I've always have been. But I just didn't know. Once I knew, it was like, bam, I got to work. 2-3 days. Whoa. I've done more in a year and 4 months than I've done in 40-something years. Try it. You'll totally change your attitude. You'll totally change the way you carry yourself. Your environment will immediately just like, whoa, why does everything feel different? Because you're different. So even at your crappy current job that you don't want to be at, even though you have to be there a few more days while you find, because you'll magically find a new job. You'll find a new job. You'll go through the process of, filling out the information, the application, going in an interview. You're going to be carrying yourself different at this new interview because you're going to be feeling good, projecting good, seeing the good because your filters are going to be different because your reflection of you, which is what we see the world as, is going to be better because you're better. You're going to be carrying yourself better. You're going to attract that good job. You're going to attract that good place. And that's how that works. It's that simple. It's that simple. You're even going to leave your job, I bet you, in good terms. You're not going to leave all stooge like, this is messed up or whatever. I'm out of here. You're going to be like, hey, this place was pretty cool. Everything is going to start changing. Even like I said, that crappy job that you have, as you leave, you're going to be like, it wasn't that bad. And that new job you're going to have you're going to attract a better one, of course. Why? Because it was time to leave and that other place was sucky? No, it's a better job because you became better first.